Using electricity in a tent isn't quite like using it at home. Apart from the need to have more cables around, as they aren't installed in the walls, campsites tend to be damp places and water and electricity aren't good bedfellows. As a result, you will need a hookup set like this that's designed to be used on the campsite. The cable itself has 3 distinctive features. First, it's orange, so you can see it easily on the ground even at dusk. You can get other colours such as this blue one, but it's a little less visible and potentially more likely to be a trip hazard on site. Secondly, it's 25 metres long, which can seem a bit unwieldy, but sites are generally laid out to standards that say the distance from your unit's connector to a hookup bollard can be up to 25 metres. If you buy a shorter cable, you may find it won't reach from your pitch. And third, it's fairly thick. This is because it's built to a 16 amp standard rather than a traditional 13 or 10 amp domestic one. This is worth checking before you buy, as some cables on sale for electric hookups are built to a lower specification.
Once you're on site, you'll need to uncoil the cable. If yours is on a roll, this means unfurling the whole thing. This is important because a coiled cable may overheat in use. There'll be a standard blue and white connector at one end of the cable, built to be water resistant when connected, and at the other end there'll be domestic style 3-pin sockets. Ideally, these should be covered when not in use. Don't be tempted to use a normal household extension cable. These don't have the same protective features. There will be a residual current device or RCD that cuts off the electricity if there's a problem. There will also be an MCB to prevent overload. Your tent may have a zipped opening that's designed to take the hookup cable, so it's worth pitching with this in mind and orientating the tent accordingly. Once everything is set up, thread the cable through. If it can't reach, find another alternative way in. You can then head over to the electricity bollard and attach the other end. With older bollards like this, it's simply a case of aligning a pin and pushing it in. Newer connections like this have an interlock, so you need to have 2 actions before the electricity will flow. This may well be pulling a lever down, pushing a button, or rotating it to make the connection live. Once you've connected up, test the RCD by pushing the button, making sure that it works, and also flick the miniature circuit breaker or MCB to make sure that works also. When you're ready to disconnect, switch off the power at the tent and then disconnect from the bollard.
If you found this video useful, be sure to check out others in our how-to series on our YouTube channel. Happy camping and caravanning.